You are still viewing content from Multimedia Plus online television, and I am Eustace Victor Jones, still here with you. We are continuing with more stories. Now, the government of Sierra Leone had earlier placed stringent restrictions on all inter-district traveling across the country. This, according to the government, is in a way to curb the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. Traders with food items and other essential commodities were, however, exempted from this rule. Approximately 3 months on, non-governmental organizations have begun appealing indeed to the government for these restrictions to be eased. Now, the Executive Director of Foundation for Development, Tholoma Sumah, is one of those advocates who have been raising subtle tones in the air of government for these restrictions to be relaxed. He has been voicing his strategies to my colleague, Sheku Putka Kamara, in this interview.
My organization's position on the inter-district lockdown is that we want government to ease restriction on those that are involved in agricultural practices. The inter-district lockdown has, restricted people from moving from one district to another, and one of those that are affected are farmers. So we want to see how government could ease restriction on them, because one of key thing about human existence is food, and farmers are the only ones who produce food. So if they are the ones producing food and then they are not moving, I think that's a hindrance to their activities. So we are calling on government to ease that restriction. If you are, as I said, if you have allowed people who are transporting the food, then what happens when the food they are transporting got finished? So you have to allow people to continue to live so that the supply chain will not cut off. But if you are restricting those that are involved in agricultural practice, I think that's a problem. For instance, I know of SCADEP. I recently went to SCADEP office, and then they told me they have hold on to their agricultural project simply because of the inter-district lockdown. Their technicians are not traveling into the districts, into the provincial areas, so that is why they have hold on to that. So that is a clear indication that those involved in agriculture are not part of the exceptions to the inter-district lockdown. So once government to see that we ease that restriction. Government is saying there is food in the country because they are importing food. In fact, that is one also an argument to us, where we have always argued that we don't need to import food in Sierra Leone. We have about 46 million hectares of farmland in Sierra Leone. We must make use of that. We must make sure that Sierra Leone becomes self-sufficient and independent. So it is not only about coronavirus. For us, it's about Sierra Leone feeding itself. Now, coronavirus has exposed us. Now, every time we import food, the coronavirus has said, you know what, you have to redirect that focus. You have to think that food production, local food production is the way. Because what happened? What will happen if countries that are bringing us food, also encounter lockdowns and all that, or maybe they also have a shortage of food. I think that is very scary. So I want to tell government that even without coronavirus, Sierra Leone was still the producer and manufacturer of what it consumes. So that is always our own focus as an organization.